Good morning, everybody. It's 9:30 Monday. My hair is all crazy. I hope everybody had a really good weekend. Mine was nice and chill. I had my cousin come hang out and relax with the boys and I. Yeah, I hope everybody's energy levels are kind of, coming back to. I don't know, I felt pretty drained this weekend too, but also we work, we have our mundane life here that we need to kind of, obviously get through, plus everything else going on. But yeah, so we have cards here. So again, thank you for anybody who watches. I really, really, really appreciate it. It's really fun to kind of jump on here and like read some cards for you, kind of get you guys in a different mindset, get myself in a different mindset, kind of give you something to work towards, think about, and focus on, right? So we can all kind of better ourselves and our lives and kind of manifest what we want to manifest in this world. Because that's what it's what it's about, our life experience, which is kind of funny because that's one of the cards here. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you. Let me know what you think, and yeah, we'll just kind of jump right into it. I'm not going to talk too much. So we have 4 cards here actually today. So I'm going to read the last 2 cards together like before, because they kind of came out together. They were stuck together. And then we have the other 2 here. So our first one here, sorry if you hear talking, we have clients, I'm at work, so if you hear mumbling or anything like that in the background, that's what that is. So the first card is your past energies kind of just like fading away or kind of brought you into this week. The second card is our present energies, and then the third card is going to be our future kind of energies, something that we could be moving into. Yeah. Sip of coffee. Cheers. So, our first card is life experience. Let go of belief systems that no longer work for you. An important life-changing event, a situation that leads to significant opportunities. So, whenever I see a tower, I always think of the tower card in the tarot. Tower card always brings like either sudden changes or dramatic changes or something like that's like just changed out of nowhere. Right? It's a tower breaking down. Things are breaking down around you. Things are breaking down within you. Everything. So these kind of moments in life, though, make our life experiences. So we currently, or we, like, I guess we would have dealt with a new life-changing situation that got brought up. We had talked about previously, like new beginnings, right? And new ways of doing things, new way of thinking. So and this can kind of turn into like anything that kind of is your situation, right? Whatever had happened is a life experience that you chose to experience in this life. So we're letting go of the old, the past, everything that was kind of brought down, that crashed around us, that gave us our realizations and that kind of stuff. We take that away, we let go of it, and we kind of we start to move forward too. So we have a new beginning, but a new beginning doesn't mean necessarily that we all of a sudden change our mindset, right? We have to go through these life experiences to be able to see and change those situations so that we do have a new beginning. So right now that was our past. We had a new life experience. Going into the current energy right now, we have 10 of Autumn. So we've had this card before too. So take steps to ensure the financial security of our children or other loved ones, making wise investments or planning for retirement, honoring family traditions. So anything that we're doing right now, I think it's kind of like not picking up the pieces, but basically getting ourselves stable enough to continue on with this new mindset, right? We might have other people to consider, whether it's at work, whether it's a family. These new changes in life experiences they rarely just kind of like affect us, right? Because we have other people in our in our what am I trying to say? I'm sorry, I got a brain fart. In our circle, pretty much, right? Whether it's like I said, children, parents, siblings, coworkers, friends, anything like that. Right now, we're just trying to ensure that we take enough steps, that we're stable where we're at, building a good foundation, and trying to plan. We're planning. So more planning. I know, new beginnings, new things. It always always planning, which is part of life, right? If we want to be able to take a trip, we gotta plan. If we want to do this, we gotta plan. You know, it's like a lot of sitting down, doing, planning stages in life. So right now, I feel that like what we're going through right now is kind of also the shadow period of Mercury retrograde, right? So a lot of things are kind of just getting smoothed out. We're trying to make the plans, everything that just happened, all this craziness and all the just draining feelings that everybody went through and everybody experienced, that we're just trying to now, be stable and find ourselves again. So 7 of Autumn is our third card, and 5 of Spring. So 7 of Autumn, have patience and don't worry. Take time to rest and plan your next steps. A prudent investment of time or money. So again, you could be from this life experience, let's say it's like a job, for instance, it doesn't have to be, but you're trying to find that stability and making enough money or trying to be financially secured. So this is telling us that we need to kind of just have the patience. Time. I know a few people are going to laugh at that because I truly believe that time is going to either heal all or it's going to show us everything. Give me one moment here. Sorry about that. Work calls. I am at work, so I have a treatment that I needed to brush up on. So, yeah, I got some help with that. So again, coffee. Hi. Okay. So I think we were at 7 of Autumn. Planning our next steps, having patience, and not worrying. Right. Trying to find that security and stability in a situation, whether it's work, whether it's family, whether it's anything like that. Have the patience, like I said before. Time, I fully believe will definitely show everything, right? Time, we will know in time. Everything comes out in the wash, everything like that. Time-wise, take time to rest, take time to plan your next steps. So in moments of what do they call it? Not stagnant energy, but a moment of like rest periods, I guess. This is a perfect time to sit and plan those next steps. So we talked about planning in this card here, and so it kind of ties in together. Sorry, I feel all over the place, but yeah. So this little boy right here, he's like sitting on a pumpkin. He's like eating some apples. He's just taking a break from whatever he's been doing, working. It looks like because he's got a rake there. So maybe take this time to focus a little bit on the work aspect of your life or how you make your money. But just have the patience and like don't overwork yourself, right? This little boy is taking a break. So you want to just be patient. Patience, as I tell my son. Patience, my boy. Although I need to learn patience as well, right? But it's good to teach them young. So the next card that came out with the 7 of Autumn is 5 of Spring. So opposing goals arise from differing opinions, feeling at odds with yourself or others, overly ambitious people. So I think this came out with this because whether you're feeling at odds with, like I said, it says yourself or others, taking that patience and that time to kind of plan and think kind of helps bring down the anxiety level a little bit. There could be overly, it says overly ambitious people. So people who are either pushing you to feel a certain way, pushing you to do this. You have a bunch of not like a bunch of responsibilities being piled up on yourself. You have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do this. You have so many steps to take after this life experience had happened that you could feel almost like an overwhelming feeling. So this card here, there's these little fairies like fighting in the water. They do seem very happy and stuff, but they're children. They're playing in the swamp, and they're probably like, you know, getting crazy. So there's a lot of energy happening, and a lot of energy and a lot of different responsibilities that you have to take on. So I think that's why the Seven of Autumn is here, because you have to have that patience to get through any of the overwhelming kind of feelings that are going on. Rest is so important. What do we say all the time? Self-love. We need to be able to love ourselves. We need to recharge ourselves in order to give to others. We can't give from an empty cup, right? So we have to also learn in this process that we still need to let go of whether like codependency issues on people, right? Or anything that's old belief systems. We're letting go of those so that we can move forward and get over these triggers. So these could be triggers too. So like this feeling of being at odds with yourself or others, these could be certain triggers that make you angry or make you anxious or make you anything. Having the patience to kind of figure out what those triggers are can kind of help you ease through this kind of week a little bit, because it could be, like I said, it could be overwhelming. You know, new beginnings, new things, new lessons, new everything. Everything's new. So it's hard to kind of jump into something that you don't know what to expect, right? But all in all, I think it'll be a good week. Just take that you time, you know, come hang out here. Why not? Come see me. Why not? But no, for real, take the time to kind of just relax, plan your steps, feel everything out. Try not to get too overly worked up. And you know, everything's going as planned. You may not feel like it, but everything that we're going through right now is where we're supposed to be. If you feel different about it, you feel like you're not supposed to be somewhere, change it, right? Take those steps. Don't be afraid. All right. Well, I'm going to stop there before this video gets way too long, and then I'm going to have to edit and do all this crazy stuff. So you guys have a good week. Enjoy your Monday, and we will see you guys next week. Cheers.